right, here are the items that I have been picking up, collecting for our fondue party. There is all my fondue pots. They're out of the boxes, washed, ready to go. I ended up with 5 of them all together. We'll see if we use them all or not, but I wanted them all ready to go. Here is my food haul for this fondue party. So we have some zucchini for the broth fondue, bananas for chocolate fondue. I needed a tablecloth so I can decorate the table, and so my husband picked that up for me at King Soopers, which is Kroger. This is everything from King Soopers, which is under the Kroger brand. I picked up those bourbon apple chicken sausages to do for the beef broth. I thought that that sounded good. We got some apples either for cheese or for chocolate. The garlic is for the broth, for the recipe that I found. Some carrots, probably for the broth, maybe for the cheese, maybe for both. We did grab a pound of shrimp. I got the semi-sweet chocolates as well as some bittersweet chocolate. So we're going to do 2 different types of chocolate fondues. We're doing a charcuterie tray. So there's the olives for the charcuterie tray. Some mayo for one of the sauces. Then this one is cocktail sauce, A1 sauce, horseradish sauce. I was going to make one, but that was just made, so why not? This mustard goes in one of the cheeses that we're doing, because we're doing 2 different cheeses. Vanilla and heavy whipping cream are both for the chocolate fondue, as well as, I believe, the butter, if I remember correctly. My husband picked it up. I can't remember. Marshmallows for the chocolate fondue. If no one wants them here for my adult fondue party, we're doing a kids one next, so they'll be good for that. Picked up some little pretzel bites for the cheese, and then chicken broth for one of the cheeses, beef broth for the broth fondue. And then these are the breads that we found. It was slim pickings at my store for bread, so we got these kind of crusty rolls, so they're kind of, harder. Some naan bread, the spaghetti, and then these take and bake French sandwich rolls. So that's going to be the bread for the cheese. And then this right over here came from Sam's Club. We have this salami collection for the charcuterie tray. Picked up a pack of steaks. We actually picked up 2, but probably only one will be used for the party tonight. We got the mushrooms, the potatoes, and the cauliflower. The potatoes, I'm going to do some roasted potatoes for the cheese, and then just probably blanch some for the broth, so we can have them for both appetizer and dinner. And then the mushrooms are for the broth. And then the Munster cheese and this Havarti is for one of the cheese fondues. Then there's brie back here for the charcuterie tray. We got a big thing of strawberries for the chocolate fondue, as well as these madeleines and this 63 pack of cheesecake miniatures, which look delicious. We did just a stop at Target for other things, but we grabbed the sharp cheddar and the Swiss for the 2 different cheeses at Target. This stuff right over here is from Trader Joe's. So we have back here is a meat sampler for the charcuterie tray, as well as the pepperonis, and then mozzarella, this different kind of cheese because we always pick up something that we don't know, and the Havarti. And I am so excited for this one. It is pumpkin spiced goat cheese. So excited to try that. And this dip, as well as some chocolate hummus. So most of that is for the charcuterie tray. And then step right over here. So we stopped at Dollar Tree, and I needed these small plates. I had already bought the big plates there in one of my just Dollar Tree hauls, but I needed the small ones for dessert, so I grabbed those. And then upon talking, we don't have 6 matching wine glasses, and so we grabbed 6 wine glasses. For the charcuterie tray, I like to put nuts on there, so I grabbed some walnuts, halves and pieces from the Dollar Tree, as well as these almonds, which I love. I eat these all the time for snacks. I did grab 2 more of these trays. I do already have 4, but I figure it doesn't hurt to have more on hand just in case. I only needed 1, maybe 2 of these, but I grabbed 3 because my husband said he did not want to go back to Dollar Tree if we didn't have enough dip cups. So I grabbed a few more of those, and then some floral foam to make my centerpieces. And then some of this stuff you've seen. Here's my chargers from Dollar General for the tablescape. This is a pink pumpkin. I don't know if it's showing up as pink as it is. I got that at a local farmer's market, and I absolutely love it. From King Soopers, my husband brought home some flowers for me with a little sparkly pumpkin because he knew I would love it. Those are my little dip cups. I don't know if we're going to be using them or if I'm just going to kind of use them as decor. My husband picked up the fuel for these little guys. I guess you put it in there and light it, and that's how 2 of the fondue pots work. He looked it up so that we got the right stuff for those. Here is all the fondue forks from all my different sets. And so I put them into colors because I'm going to assign a color to each person. And then there was just kind of some mixed up colors. So my husband's going to get the black and gray, and I'm going to get the pink and orange. So that way we have the mixed up colors, but everyone else will be assigned a color. And then there's all my other little pieces that I've already purchased and washed. And I'm going to go wash those ones. So these were in a set of 6. I thought maybe if someone just wanted like chocolate in their own little cup or something, they can use that. And then these are those little dip cups that are over there. I just thought they were perfect for just like little dippers. And then plus, since we're going to do it with the kids next weekend, so if we have extra. I don't think I ever came up with anything to use these for, but they are really cute. And these came with one of the fondue pots. So I got those washed up just in case. The tongs just in case. And so that is my haul for the party. Sorry, some of the stuff's not all the way cleaned up in here yet, but we are getting ready, and I'm going to decorate the table, get the tablescape ready, and we are going to prep food and start getting the party ready. So, all right. So I never really got a great picture of the food all prepped and done, but I wanted to jump on and let you know what our menu was for the night, and I will have all the recipes or the links to the recipes linked down below in my description box. So what we did for our first course was 2 different cheese fondues. We did a traditional cheese fondue with Swiss, Munster, and Havarti with a chicken broth base to be a non-alcoholic option. We then also did a cheddar, pumpkin, and beer cheese fondue, and the recipe called for a dark beer, and we chose an Irish stout. What we used for our dippers in this were the pretzel bites. We did the buns, the crusty buns that I showed in my haul, and I cut those up, and half of the baguette. We ended up with far extra amounts of bread, which was okay. And then we also blanched some cauliflower and broccoli and roasted some potatoes and added that apple in there just in case. For our main course, we did the beef broth, and you saw my husband cutting up the ribeye steak, prepping the shrimp, and cutting up the chicken bourbon sausage, which was really, really good. And we also then had zucchini, mushrooms, and blanched potatoes for the broth. And the sauces that I ended up picking up were just a cocktail sauce, a horseradish sauce, a steak sauce, and I pulled out a red pepper sauce from Trader Joe's that I had on hand, which was really, really good with the vegetables. And then we ended everything with our chocolate fondue, which was a hit, of course. And we did the semi-sweet chocolate, which was the sweeter of the two, as well as that bittersweet and dark chocolate fondue, both of which were delicious. People couldn't choose what their favorites were. So I just wanted to let you guys know, this is my husband prepping for me, and you see me kind of jumping in there too. I was on the other part of the kitchen getting the charcuterie tray ready and helping with the potatoes and that kind of stuff. But my husband is wonderful at helping me out in the kitchen. In fact, he probably does most of the cooking, if I was to be honest. So I hope that you get some good ideas for your next fondue party. If you have any questions, let me know down below. Thank you guys.